I really wanted to make a macaroni and cheese work. I wanted to make it work so bad. I was like, you know what? Maybe I do think macaroni and cheese belongs on your Thanksgiving plate. I don't know, people love it. It's not for me. I tried it, it just didn't work. I didn't like it that much. I want macaroni and cheese as its own meal. I don't want it in the context of Thanksgiving food. That said, in my effort to compromise, I'm cooking with cheese. I'm making a peppered squash gratin, thinly sliced squash, crushed garlic, lots and lots and lots of pepper, a little bit of cream, a little bit of Parmesan, baked until the squash is like super, super spoon tender, really golden brown on top. It's delicious and is probably the best make-ahead side that you can bring to someone's house. So if you're looking for that, I would say that that's your best candidate.
Hey, Alison.
Hey.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, always.
Butter or olive oil?
Both.
Favorite Thanksgiving herb?
Time.
Thoughts on snacking while cooking?
You have to do it, and you should do it, but you can't do too much of it.
How should you delegate to guests at Thanksgiving?
Ask nicely, and only give your guests a task that you are confident they can do, and will not do, like, that they'll have a good time with.
Okay, my last question is, can you tell us a little bit about the episode sponsor, Kaviyo?
Klaviyo is an online marketing tool that helps you, a small business owner, a small business, reach your customers more frequently, with more joy, more efficiently, and keep them coming back for more.
Thanks so much, Alison.
You're so welcome. Squash, to peel or not to peel? Hot button issue. People love to talk about it. I actually don't care. I don't mind eating the squash skin. I'm not gonna peel, but if you wanna peel, just peel. A nice option if you're doing something like a butternut squash is to kind of do like stripe peel. It's kind of fun. This is a honey nut. You could use a butternut. The most annoying part of this recipe is cutting the squash because it can be hard and dangerous. But the best thing is just to take the top and the bottoms off. These are like 1/4-inch slices. Okay, now we're getting into the seed part, so I'll just set that aside real quick. These layers will sink into one another. Don't worry about getting like an even slice, like evenly shingled here. The slices are all gonna be different sizes, so you won't achieve that anyway. This squash is a orange kabocha. This one is a bit easier. I'm just gonna cut it in half and scoop the seeds. Gorgeous specimen. I always will roast the seeds. They taste so good to me. They're good for salads, they're good for snacking. All right, these I'm just gonna cut into wedges. The squash, as it cooks, is gonna kind of sink into itself. Don't worry too much about it making sure it's like evenly layered on the bottom. It'll settle. It'll all settle. It'll all settle. So I'm gonna smash some garlic. You could do this a lot of different ways. I'm just gonna smash it to hell and sprinkle it in. I'm not gonna slice it or anything. We have Parmesan, we have heavy cream, we have salt, we have pepper, we have garlic, we have sage. That's it. That's all you need. It was just an exercise that I had to do because imagine like layering everything with the garlic and the cream and the cheese and like then being like, oh, it's too small or it's too big. So when in doubt. And as advertised, this is a peppered squash gratin, so it should have a lot of pepper in it. This doesn't need to be overly cheesy, but the Parmesan is giving salt and flavor at the same time. And so like, I like to put it in between each layer. But it's the cheese on the top that's gonna give you like the browning and like that moment that you're after. Here, I'm gonna pour the cream and then do the final layer. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. You could also use olive oil, but butter feels right. exhausting grating cheese. Sage will just kind of do on the top or like tuck in around. If you bake it between each layer, it's gonna be like a wet leaf. I think the top is the place for it. It's kind of festive. Kind of love it. And then a little olive oil. I know it seems like a lot because there's butter, but they do different things. And this one's for the sage mostly. Do it for the sage. Well, this is going in the oven for like, half hour, 40 minutes covered. And then all of our hard work pays off. We'll see you in a bit.
So this is a mix of 3 types of squash?
2.
2. Oh my god, just like that, huh? How long is that meal?
25 minutes. Oh yes. Oh yes, yes, yes. That was in there for about 45 minutes at 425. Oh yes. The squash is beautiful. It's tender. There's a lot of liquid in there. It's gonna reduce. It's gonna thicken. We're gonna put it back in the oven for probably another 35 to 40 minutes at 425. Squash can really take it. You wanna see this gratin? I know you do. This looks so good. Yum. I'm gonna cut into it. I'll just take it from the side as to not disturb the, design, what do you call it?
The pattern?
Sure. That's really good. It's not macaroni and cheese, but it doesn't have to be, it's not supposed to be. But it is creamy, tender, sweet squash, a little salty, a little cheesy, a little sweet from the cream and the squash. It's hitting all the notes. Oh, really good.